Believe it or not, today is the day. Even though it's January and some places still have snow on the ground, and even here I'm still dealing with freezing temperatures, today is the day. Alrighty, ready? Do this. Here on my farm, I don't grow any genetically modified seeds, and I try to avoid hybrids as well. I grow heirloom varieties of crops, like the crops that our great-great-grandmas and grandpas and other ancestors used to grow. And one of my favorite varieties of heirloom tomatoes is the mushroom basket tomato. It is so good. But I'm also going to be growing some other varieties as well, because in addition to growing for our needs, as well as growing produce to sell from our market garden, we also start plants to sell the plants too. This here is a little bit of an unconventional way of starting seeds. And the reason why I'm broadcasting these seeds pretty densely in these shallow trays is because our seeds here are a few years old. And with older seeds, the germination rate lowers. But I don't want to just throw out my seeds, I still want to put them to use. So, sow them pretty densely, and then we'll just see what sprouts, what starts. And then once they start and go for a couple weeks, then we'll pot them up, whatever you want to call them.
And to separate our different varieties, we'll just put some cute little rocks to divide them up.
So you're in a hurry? Well, you better calm down. We're all friends around you, just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the mark. You should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. Because it's a beautiful day. Isn't it so come on, let's play.
We typically use these shallow trays here for growing microgreens, but they also work great for starting these seeds densely. And we've used this in the past. Last year, I did the same thing with some other tomatoes, and it worked great. you're tickling me.
I'm like,
Grab the peppers here too. And I know not everyone has one of these, and I didn't either early on in my homesteading journey. But over the years, I've tried to improve our systems and equipment here. And this right here is a DIY germination chamber made from an old freezer with a crock pot at the bottom and a control mechanism to control the temperature and the humidity. And this helps to make sure that our seeds here get the ultimate start. And once my seeds have started in here and developed their true leaves, at that point, then we will transplant them into these pots here. And I really like these from Bootstrap Farmer. Not only do they look neat, they are really, really tough. I've been using these trays for a number of years now, and they're so much better than the trays and equipment that you're gonna buy at your local box store. Let me show you something. I'll grab one of these and one of these. Right here, I have a Bootstrap Farmer tray, and here I have one of the cheapos that you can buy from your local hardware store. I've just kept these hanging around. So Sayla, could you do me a favor and grab 2 kettlebells? Kettlebells are great for all types of workouts, but today we're going to use kettlebells to test out the strength of these trays.
Round 1, fight!
So Sayla, go ahead and put a weight right there on our Bootstrap Farmer tray there. Yep. And now put one on one of our, oops, we gotta adjust it. There, that waist in there. Look at there, it's holding it there. Let's see what happens here. And then what happens to this tray?
Flawless victory.
Guess it passed the strength test for sure. Like I told you, it's 5-pound kettlebells here that were in both trays. It didn't break this one, but it just, oh, this El Cheapo, that doesn't last. And let's just do one more test. Same tray there, we'll grab another cheapo, then we'll grab our weight here. First test, 20 pounds on the Bootstrap Farmer tray.
Round 2.
Looks like it can handle it. Now let's try the 20 pounds on the cheap tray. Oh, just folded it right in. It even bent it there. All right, let's see if I can now pick it up with it on, weight on, oh man, it's just folds that up. It's terrible.
Flawless victory.
Let's try to see if I can pick it up with the Bootstrap Farmer tray though. See what we can do. Grab it. Look at there. Look at that strap. That's why I use these. So that just shows you a big reason why I use Bootstrap Farmer equipment. We use their shallow trays, deep trays, pots, cell trays, and plugs. Let me show you something. Here's one of their cell trays. And here's some of the just ones you can just buy at your local hardware store. All right. Got our 5-pounder here. Bootstrap Farmer cells, trays, can handle it fine. And
fatality.
No. Gone, just like that. Might be able to reuse those again, but they're all cracked out. Probably not. Yeah, maybe a little bit. But use these a lot longer. Now, I know there's some of you out there that are on the nothing budget. You basically don't have any money to dedicate to buying any types of trays. I was there too. When we first got started, we just used and recycled whatever we had around. Old orange juice containers, you name it. We were there. And with things like growing food, you just do the best you can with what you have. And one of my mottos is, what's my motto, Sayla?
which motto is that one?
You know, the one that I say, focus on what you...
Focus on what you can do, not on what you can't do.
Yes, that's right. Just do what you can do. But I also have another motto, and that is always strive to be better. Focus on being better. You don't want to stay where you are. I don't want to stay where I am. I want to grow. grow food, but also grow as a person with my skill level, with my systems, with my equipment. And over the years, I've had the opportunity to visit various types of farms and learn from various types of farmers. And one of the things that I learned is to do better with growing, you want to also do better with having better equipment, because that will help you to do better. And if you're just getting started and you're wanting a good seed starting kit, I highly recommend the Bootstrap Farmer. They have a couple different bundles that can work for those of you who are getting started with growing seeds. They have a classroom bundle where it has a number of these pots and trays, and they also have a backyard gardener bundle. Check those out. And that, my friends, is the look of determination, of focus, of excellence, all tapped into one, to form one special growing power. Can you feel it, Selah?
I am the power.
Tap into it. I can feel your energy. Hear what Captain Planet has to say. The power is yours. Do any of you guys remember Captain Planet? I think it's from like the 80s or 90s. Either way, let me know in the comment section below. Here we have some kale, cabbage, and some other seeds that we're going to start. These seeds aren't as old, so we're just going to sow them into our cell plugs here. And unlike the tomatoes that will need to be up potted, once these are ready to be transplanted, they're going to go right out into the garden. Now you don't have to put 24,000 of them in each cell.
Just having finger difficulties.
You're just one giant difficulty. Just kidding.
Songs of worries travel with the storm, but I must try to figure it out alone. Yeah, I must try.
Not quite as good as this as the kids. I'm a little heavy-handed. I'm better at microgreens. Just go a little wild. It's like concentrate, man. You can do it. You can do it. I also make this little seed tapper thingy that you can use. Probably should be using every time.
Dad, you're almost done.
Well, these are seeds are bigger seeds for fatter fingers.
I still have a long way to walk, I'm sure. It'll take a while to reach the golden shore.
Wipe off our edges here.
Walls and mountains standing in my way, but I must try to figure it out anyway. Tales of worries travel with the storm, but I must try to figure it out alone. Yeah, I must try to figure it out alone.
I know not everyone's going to construct the DIY germination chamber, so these humidity domes that come with both bundles work great for helping the seeds to have the right environment as far as humidity. Now, they do need to be in a temperature controlled room where the temperature is around 70 degrees or so. Our greenhouse still has some fluctuations in the temperatures at this time of year, so right here in our multi-purpose pantry where we have our seeds starting on one side and then our canned good items on the other side, it provides the right environment, with this area being temperature controlled for these seeds to germinate. Over the years, my family and I have been trying to grow and produce more and more of our own food. And with the rising food costs that we have seen over the recent years, it's made me glad that we started when we did. And I encourage everyone to grow something if you're not. It's not too late. Yeah, you may not be able to grow every item for every meal, but that's okay. And even if you just grow one thing that you can contribute to one of your meals, that's one less item that you have to buy at the grocery store. And that's savings. And that's also empowering, especially seeing your loved ones enjoying something that you produced. And equipping ourselves with the right tools can not only help us to produce more food, it can help us to produce more food efficiently.